Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good moment of now. Good moment in time. Good moment. And just hopping on to deliver a morning message, my Power of Three morning message, just to see what message we are reflecting in order to bring into alignment our mind, our body, and our spirit, to bring together that Holy Trinity into our awareness that is supporting us on our journey in the physical. So I thought I would hop on and just see what we have to say for ourselves. All right. As always, just popping on. So we'll see. I think that's the card for today. Just see what Spirit wants to bring through, guys. I'll just give it a second, see if anyone wants to hop on. In the meantime, I'm just going to clear the energy. And clearing the energy, it's really just like the bells, just a tool to bring me into that space, that heart space, to zoom me in, like just zoom me into the moment without the distractions. So we'll just do that first. Just asking our spirit, our highest consciousness, to bring forth the information needed to align us with the greatest clarity, insight, wisdom, and knowledge, to align us to our heart space, to bring us to the now where everything is available to us. So those rings were really, really clear. They were really, really concise. They were very sharp in the tone. So that is just, to me, saying that we are really, really, really aligned. We are really exactly where we're meant to be on the fast track. So we are always meant to be where we're meant to be, dependent on where we choose to focus and what path we choose to take. But there are the long and winding paths, which are just as valid as the straight path, getting from A to B in that straight line. And what your higher self is bringing forth is we are really, really on that straight path. All right. So it looks like it's just me and me today. Just me, myself, and I. Again, the power of three, me, myself, and I. So I'm just going to deliver the message, and whoever watches or hops in, great. It's divine timing. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in, guys. This is representative of our sun within, our heart space within, the portal within us. We'll just take a nice deep breath into our heart space, the middle, the crosshair, where all is available, where all of the answers, all of the guidance, all of the information that exists on all timelines is available to us now. Take another, just breathe in a little bit more, and a little bit more. Hold it. Focused on your energy, on your center, on your heart space. And exhale. In that breath, we just connected to to that place, to our God self energy. It's not a place, it's who we are. It's just opening up and allowing and bringing our focused awareness to it. We can't help but be it no matter what. But when we bring attention to something, we intensify and illuminate and bring forth that information, kind of like a magnifying glass or a microscope. We always are all of that, but we allow sometimes the distortions and the illusions playing out before us to dilute that connection, they're saying, to dilute it. Just like the sun is always there, but sometimes the weather interferes with the intensity of the rays that we're receiving. So our smaller thoughts, our ego mind, can get in a way and kind of dilute and create clouds, create information that is preventing us to receiving the intensity, the clarity. So that ring, the ring that came forth was lots of clarity. Good morning, Kimmy. Good to see you, beautiful. Just hopping on to do a power of three message. Thank you for sharing out. You're right on top of it. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing out C. Megan's and I's live for tonight as well. Thank you so much. So we're really, really clear right now. And a lot of it is to do with even the full moon energy, that openness, that clarity, that assertiveness, that stepping into our power and our confidence. We're really, really, really clear. We're really, really aligned. And everyone watching now or later truly are master light blasters. I'm up early. Yeah, I got to bring Mythos to school in the morning, so I'm up at the same time. So this is kind of like my loosening up for the day as well message as it warms up outside. So you guys are all master light blasters. Your light is activated in the darkness. Your light is activated in your seeking and going within, and in that you shine and activate codes of remembering within you to support you, to support others, to anchor into this timeline on Earth. All right, so let's see what Spirit's got going on for us. All right, so I'm going to just ask Spirit, our higher self, and it's not separate from our physical self. That's been a huge message lately. Spirit is not separate from our physicality, like we were once taught to deny the physical, but search for more pure, more spiritual thoughts and ideas and ways of being. But really, it's one with us. It's one with us. The physical, what we call temptations, are just those distortions and energies reflecting on the outside world that we have bought into, that we have adopted beliefs that don't fit us, or what we see going on before the world, say it's bad stuff, quote unquote, just labeling it. So basically, the sins or the distortions are the physical realities that we've created to play out in order to get back to this. It's activating still. It's catalyzing our own remembering. As we awaken, we say, holy crap, this ain't the whole truth and nothing but the truth. What is the answer? What is the truth of this? Is this the way I'm supposed to live? Is this the way the physical world has to be? Does it have to be hard? Does it have to be a challenge? Does it have to be a struggle? And then we seek, is this the route to it? And then we go within and no, we find no. We are the creators of it. It is through us that we project and reflect and mirror those higher spiritual concepts, we'll say those higher frequency concepts that we are and that live within us. All right. What do we need to hear today? What is the mind expanding upon? What thought is merged with our heart? So this book to me represents the ego searching, intuitively knowing there's more, and then that higher mind merges with the heart energy, and then that's that aha. So it's the limited human perception questioning to gain that higher insight. Oops. And when I say higher, I don't mean better or worse. I just mean the higher frequency, the love in it. All right, let's see here. Kimmy, Kimmy, are you there? Pick a page. Kimmy, give me a number. Let's make this interactive. You pick the number of the page and I'll point to the paragraph if you're still there. Just give me a number, 1 to 112, 113, 42. Thank you, Kimmy. I like this. This is fun. So you pick 42, which is a 6. Breaks down to a 6. I'm going to go right down to the bottom paragraph. So 42 is a 6. So that represents a give and take. That represents balance of energies. That represents, they're saying even returning to innocence, that healed child, that openness, that aliveness, that sense of wonder, that sense of wanting to adventure in life, that openness, that curiosity, inquisitiveness is coming really, really strong. And that is just infusing life with the joy, bringing the joy back into our life, allowing the joy to be our guide, allowing the joy and happiness and bliss to be our compass in life. And to balance those energies, balancing work with fun, infusing it with fun, making them one, not separating them is what Spirit is saying. And what I just want to read the chapter 3, because I like to go back to what the chapter is about too. That's a 4. It's entitled God's sense of humor, surrendering to it, and laughing. So finding the humor in life, finding the paradoxes funny, finding the contrasts enlightening, because contrasts are enlightening. It's like two sticks rubbing together to catalyze some information and then finding the truth in it. So this is about chapter 4, building those foundations on and building blocks that we are creating from now, from infusing it with that sense of humor, that joy, that laughter, that balance, working together within our own contrasts and working together as teams, support teams for one another. So what it says here is, when I arrived to the party, only my client was there, his friends, Bob, and a girl I assumed was Bob's girlfriend. So this is just a little backtrack. This is about a paragraph where, when I was cutting hair, a client invited me to a party. I thought the client was inviting me because he kind of liked me. And so it's all about how the human mind will take a situation, have an expectation of it, but then it ended up being something completely different. So it was still fun, but it just is showing how we have no idea sometimes of the human perception of the reasoning, why we're joining a community, why we're going to a party, why we met that friend, why we decided to go to the store at that moment. We might have thought we were going to the store for a loaf of bread, but then it ended up meeting somebody that you really connected to and sparked, and that actually revealed some information that you needed. So it's like the possibilities are open in any given moment, under any circumstance. Miracles unfold as you follow and allow and be open. That's what this paragraph is about. So I went to the party. My client was there, the one who invited me. His friends, Bob and a girl, I assume was Bob's girlfriend. 2 men and 2 women. 2 men and 2 women. It seemed we were paired up. I'm so embarrassed. Before the other guests arrived, we teamed up to play some volleyball. I was kind of surprised when Bob picked me on his side of the court. I thought he would have picked his girlfriend to be on his team. But the guy who invited, hold on here. I got this a little wet and stained, this page. We teamed up to play volleyball. I was kind of surprised when Bob picked my side of the court. I thought it odd he wouldn't be on his girlfriend's team, but the guy who invited me was. I simply dismissed it. Bob was so much fun to play with. He had a great sense of humor, awesome energy, and I remember asking myself, how does someone meet someone like that? Little did I know the universe already answered my question. So at that time, I actually was in a relationship. I was divorced from my first husband, and I actually was in a relationship with someone, definitely who was a soul partner, but it wasn't a fun energy. It was kind of like karma playing out. It wasn't easy. It wasn't hard. In general, I felt he sent out a lot of negative energy, and obviously that was a reflection of my own energy. I'm not blaming anyone. But anyways, the environment wasn't nice. It wasn't light. It wasn't open. And then, so when I met Bob, I'm like, God, it's so nice and refreshing to be exposed with some light, fun energy, some lightness, some like, God, how does someone meet someone like that? And little did I know, well, I ended up marrying him. and the other girl wasn't really his girlfriend. And just, it was like, it was cool when you open up your heart, because originally when I was invited to that party, I said, nah, I'm busy. Like I'm a very private person. I don't socialize with clients. I had my own life. I had kids, a business, a home to take care of. So I immediately shut that door. But that client said they were going to be doing some tubing, and I love to go tubing, the tubes being pulled behind a boat. So a little voice in me said, Marie, when a door opens, walk through it. Listen to your own teaching. Listen to your own advice. So then I decided to go to the party, and hence a whole pathway opened up, a whole different life opened up for me. We got married, we had kids, blah, blah, blah. We separated, we got back together. So you just freaking ask, never know. So to me, it's just saying, being open to the opportunities and laughing at the way things turned out that were totally unexpected. So that's just keeping that message in that book is saying, keep a sense of aliveness and openness to your life. Don't prejudge it, and laugh at where your little mind, the human, I say little mind, we're meant to have that, where that human limited expectation makes you believe something that isn't true, just laugh on it because there's so much more than what meets the eye or even what meets the thought. All right. So find. This is the Mother Earth Heart card. This is part of the power of three. So this is the limited human mind coming to that greater God mind, coming to that greater understanding and lesson learned from the seeking or the experience. This is the heart of the matter. This is what our heart is calling forth. This is a little light, fluffy, I don't know if it was a plant or what in the shape of a heart, but it's almost like cotton, but we have no cotton. So I took a picture of it. It's on the fertile ground, fertile soil, the brown, when I was running. But what stands out here too within this heart is there's a little face. There's the eye, there's the nose, there's the mouth, there's the chin, and it's kind of like looking forward and looking up. It's planted in the earth. To me, this represents grounding in fertile soil, experiencing the opening of seeds that you have planted. Almost just looking up, like wondering, like he's looking up. His little nose is pointed up slightly, his little eye. So to me, this little heart looks like a just an opening, just being open to what's being presented. And it says find. Holy shit. This is this is an unbelievable card to go with that paragraph that Kimmy picked. Hey, Christy. It says find. Whatever you are looking for, it will find you. So in that paragraph, did I not just say, I question in my mind, how does someone meet someone like this, someone positive and open? And my answer to the question was already there. The universe brought me that which I wanted, but it found me. I didn't go looking. So this says, find whatever it is you're looking for, it will find you. For when you stop trying so hard, you release up energy for the universe to deliver. So through your sense of openness and wonder and just being available and walking through the doors of opportunities, you don't know what you're gonna find from the limited perception, but your heart is saying, I am always there. I will find you in any way, shape, or form on the physical, as long as you open up the doors and just allow. Son of a bee, that's so beautiful. Totally sunk up to the paragraph. So Kimmy, thank you for picking that page 42. And that is just so funny. It is just so funny. So it's about releasing and letting go and opening up. He's even got his mouth opened up a little bit. What did I think to myself at that party? How does someone, my mouth was open, but it was in my mind. How does someone meet someone like that? Because I really was in the drudges. I really was living in a dark spot in that time. But the universe answered me even before I asked, because the heart knows, guys. The heart knows. Let go of your inhibitions. Let go of your preconceived thoughts. And it's okay to have those thoughts, because when the thoughts don't match up to the reality, then that's where God's sense of humor is. You can laugh at it. It's funny. Oh my God, I love that. So one more conscious, I'm going to just pull a conscious spirit card. I like that energy that ties it up. So based on this energy, what do we've opened up to? What is really, where is this taking us? I'm finding that these cards are answering, where is this taking us in this moment of now? And what it says is celebrate life. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. 43:7. How do we celebrate life? What is the greatest celebration? When we connect to our heart space, when we communicate with our divinity, when we allow our heart to live open, freely, like the heart of a child, when we seek within for our answers, when we voice our concerns or questions or wants and desires, it's releasing that energy for the universe to bring back, to reflect, you can say magnetize, but really you're shifting to the reality that is reflecting that energy. So it's about, to me, it's just about being open and living with that heart of a child. I love that. Calling out to the universe what you want. Calling out. He looks like he's calling out. So my heart was calling for something that maybe I didn't even realize from my intellect. It answered me. My heart, the heart knows. You know how they say the like the Abraham teaches, being in the vortex is where you access everything. Well, the heart already knows whether you realize it or not. The heart already knows what you want, so it's always bringing and drawing you to what you need to experience on this soul's journey, and you just need to be open, like that paragraph. And that's what a true celebration is when all of that stuff syncs up to your heart. That's what it is. when the physical syncs up to those heart's desires and longings and callings. Calling. I'm going to say calling. He almost looks like he's calling out, that little guy right here. That little, to me, it looks like a piglet. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. So this is showing huge alignment in the physical. The physical. So when they say Mother Earth, you're part of Mother Earth. So even your physical body is part of that Mother Earth experience. Honoring Mother Earth is to honor yourself, to honor your temple. This is what's coming through strongly, to honor your temple and the God in you, the God that you are in the physical, is to honor Mother Earth. Because as you honor the living God in you that operates and guides and is one with all your senses, with all your desires, with all of your physicality, that spiritual part is one with your physicality. When you honor that as God's body and voice and senses and touch and taste and smell and everything, when you honor that, you're honoring Gaia because you are creating from that point, from that alignment. Very beautiful, guys. Everything is just brought together in this. There are times where you've got to be that wolf. There's times where you got to be strong and courageous. She's holding two fires in her hand. To me, it's representing bringing together the passion of the spirit, passion of the physical, merging them in the middle and being aligned to have that renewed life is what we're stepping into, celebrating in a renewal of our merging with all that we are, with our God self, a renewal that is a consequence of us claiming our godliness and embodying it on all levels. That is what the renewal is. That cross, that pain, whatever that soul came to transmute, to alchemize, to bring life to, is all in that pure light. This all represents the ringing of the bells at the beginning, this clarity, everything is in alignment, freedom, living and operating and seeing from God mind, God perception, the freedom to be who you are, your God source expression in this here and now on earth. And Jesus is popping in and he's, you know, that saying where he says, you have come to do all that I have done and more. Well, even in Jesus's time as that master teacher on earth, how he came to hold space for unconditional love, he didn't necessarily see it in his physical world. He felt it and knew it and connected to it within. But if he was to experience it in that physical world, he sure as hell wouldn't have been tortured with a crown of thorns and hung on a cross to bleed. So not even he experienced it on the physical at that time. We have come to experience that state of being in the physical, to be reflected on Mother Earth with support of our tribe, with support of one another, with unconditional love. That is the life, that is the world that we've come to experience. That is why you guys are all master light blasters, blasting through the darkness, extracting the truth in everything, which is based and created in love and light. Beautiful. All right. All right, guys. So that's my power of 3 for today. He was calling out to me. Oh, cool. That's so awesome. Thank you, Kimmy, for picking such a beautiful message. Do I see a face in the heart? Yeah, there's that. Well, I'm sure you can see faces from many different angles, but a lot of these hearts are profile faces. The eye, the little nose pointing up, the little voice calling out. And it's almost like the human body's just calling out too. If you want to look at the other side of it, calling out, save me, save me. I know there's more. I know there's more to life than this. Save me. So it's our heart calling out to our heart calling out to that God self that we came to experience. Save me, save me. And we can only save ourselves. No one can save us. We've got to go in and connect to the divinity and trust and belief. And then we gain those answers in Naha. The human mind gains that perception of the God mind, which is one with the heart communication, creating that third language. All right, guys. So if you've shared out and want a quickie, I will pull you a quickie. I will, if anyone comes on during this time and wants a personal power of 3, a more in-depth reading, I will stick my PayPal up like I always do, usually. So guys, me and C. Megan will be on tonight to do some, as she says, psychic readings. psychic readings, channeling, reflections of you speaking to you. So today is February 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern on High Vibrational Mastery. So please join us for that event. Whoops, I was going to write mastery on Ria. All right, pay attention, Marie. I think of her as like, see Megan as like this talk show host of spirit. I just love that platform that she's created, and she has all of these people all aligned to their individual frequency imprint, all expressing their God self in their own way, and their own connection, and their own tools, and their own modality. So it's like this huge platform of support, and then you're attracted to the speaker, or the interviews, or the readings that she presents according to our resonance. So I just find that. So thank you, C. Megan, for all that you do. Creating this huge platform. It's like a high frequency talk show host that is informative, engaging, interacting all in one. It's like a modern version of what TV used to be, but at the highest frequency platform where you're engaged and reflecting and receiving yourself. All right, so I will say, we'll just say 1111. Okay, I like that portal of 1111 just because it represents the duality merging together to create a portal. So I stuck my thing up there. If anyone wants a personal, otherwise I will take a few seconds, few minutes, and just pull out some quickies. Not sure what I'll be called to. I have so many. I like these. Unless I'm called to a Mother Earth heart card. All right, so who shared out and would like? Thank you, Kimmy, for letting Christy know that. 7 p.m. tonight, 7 Eastern. Christy, you're in Florida, so 7 o'clock tonight. I'll share it out, obviously, at Temple of the Sun, and it'll be all over the place, but it's at High Vibration. Wait, what is it called now, Kimmy? High Vibration Mastery? No, I'm all confused. Who would like a card? Munazabi, I saw your name as I was picking a quick little message. Hey, Tino. I hope to be there. Hey, Tino, fellow Templar. You, Tino, so you know how I call you Tino at the temple? Well, now you're a Templar at the temple, too. I was just thinking about that. That is just so cool. Tino, the Templar at the temple. All right. All right, so Munazabi, I was shuffling just a quickie. So I'm just going to give you this message, Moon, because I was looking at you. Accept it if you want to, or, you know, it's for someone else. Whatever. Could be for you, Mr. Templar, as well. You know, at the Templar. Root chakra. So a lot of us are going through we have really gone through a lot of healing that root chakra. We have learned that we cannot place our safety and our security in the outside world as it is. The outside world, guys, is really a reflection of our own safety, connection, of what we're experiencing. When we place our safety and our power in someone else, we'll always end up shaken, because that true safety and that true power come from this connection within our heart space. As a child, we place our safety in our parents, in our security, but they're only human as well, and they're living their own soul's journey. So many times growing up, you might have felt unsafe or unprotected, or didn't know if the physical world was going to support you in the way that you needed. But they're saying that you've healed. Okay, so this is for Moon, but I'm feeling it's like affecting all of us. We've healed and done a lot of root chakra clearing and healing. And that means also ancestral cycles being broken to be recreated in firm foundations of connection of the heart space, love, light. That's where our true security come from, our true peace and our true fulfillment and abundance and sustainable bliss come from that connection of healing the heart. root chakra, because we're in the physical. And if we're always looking for the outside for our answers, our security, and our peace, we're never going to freaking ass find it. We'll find flits and moments. But as we anchor more into our heart space, then this is a paradox, then the outside world does reflect the support, real support of our our tribe, our soul family. We got, all of us guys are truly soul family for one another. We're reflecting that connection of our heart and one another. And all of these platforms and all of these engagements and communications. So now the world, now that we've connected to a more pure part of our heart, this is for you, Moon, but I'm feeling it's extension for all. You're just holding space for this. You probably have gone through a lot of root chakra clearing and healing. And a Master Light Blaster really has come to end the cycle of the ancestors of the past, where in the physical, the repeated thought forms and beliefs that were limited, that were not keeping us in true security and true peace on earth. So we have come to do that through our own heart connections, which heal and clear the root chakra. Hopefully that makes sense. I have everything I need to survive and grow in the physical plane. That's 5, that's root chakra. That's also showing the change in the physical, how it is now reflecting a truer sense of security, peace, and comfort, because it's coming from our heart now. It's coming from our heart space. So you might have felt that, having to go through your own connection within to feel really safe, Moon. We won't find our safety in another, because we're all humans and we're having our journey to connect to our own security and safety within our heart space. But as we do that, then we reflect that in the world. And that Mother Earth, that's the connection to our lives on Mother Earth, the physicality, healing that physicality need for support, safety, security, sustenance, all of it. But the outside world is always being created from that heart connection. So the more we connect to the heart, then we get that reflection in our world. We create that. That's what we have come to do and more, Jesus is saying. All right. All right. Ah, man, my first human design class. It is 6:33. See ya. Good luck with that. Have fun. High vibrational mastery. Yes, high vibrational mastery. Are you there, Tina? Do you want a quickie? Kimmy? Anyone else? Anyone else want their own little message? Let me know. In the systems in the world where we placed our security, say the financial systems is what we would place security in the past, worrying about our future, worrying about our retirement plan, worrying about the 401ks, all of that kind of stuff, if that's what it is. And now we're finding that we cannot place our security in those systems. They're being broken down, and that causes us to go within and seek and to find that connection, that security, that retirement plan within us. Sure. Kimmy. All right, Kimmy. Oop, just fell out. Where'd it go? I heard something fall out. All right. Kimmy. Reach out. Number 12, that's a 3. That's also expression, taking action, reaching out. You even saying you will take a card, like you will take a little message, a little reflection of your own energy. That's even you reaching out. I'm feeling maybe just reaching out for more help and support from others, Kimmy. You hold space and you're a master light blaster and you give so much, and you allow yourself to be that clear, open channel for others' energies, for they can receive their insight, their wisdom, and their guidance. And there comes times where you need to also reach out, but I know that reaching out is reaching within. But there's a reaching out. There's and you pick today's page number 42, which was a 6, which is a giving and receiving. So maybe you need to open up your hand and receive more than what you're receiving. Even you're a busy bee working behind the scenes all the time, reaching out and using your voice like that little guy here, claiming and proclaiming that which you want to receive as well. And I know you can say, well, I do that because you do. You're doing your gratitude. You're doing your I'll say master manifesting, in your own way, writing down what your gratitude list, writing down what you want to, or what you're feeling you're achieving on another timeline. So, but there's something a little deeper about receiving on the physical level, maybe comfort, maybe security, maybe just love, maybe companionship. What it says is, I reach out my hand and my heart to connect and unite all of humanity. Reach out. Oh my gosh. So reach out and touch faith. Personal Jesus, Marilyn Manson, Depeche Mode did the original Personal Jesus. This is coming through for you about your own personal Jesus connection, Kimmy. Look, I'll post the song up. Depeche Mode did the original Reach Out and Touch Faith, and it says, it talks about my own personal Jesus. I'm going to put it on there. I can't sing. And then Marilyn Manson did a version of Personal Jesus. So some sort of connection with you and your own personal Jesus. I'm going to put that song up, but there could be a message there for you. But you are definitely holding that space, and you definitely provide a giving and receiving for all of humanity. And they're acknowledging that. They're really, really acknowledging that. And they are bowing down to you. Everyone's spirits, everybody else's higher selves, Kimmy, are bowing down to you and sending. They want you to open up your heart right now. Just imagine a little zipper in your heart, opening it, holding your hands out, and everybody that you have ever touched, Kimmy, in this life and all lives, all of their higher selves are sending you this love back at you. It's really beautiful, because I literally see all of these timelines opening of all the people that you have ever touched, and they are wanting to send you everything that you have sent out in all time. And you're holding that space for all, but simultaneously you are receiving all. Oh my God, that's so beautiful, Kimmy. Do all of these have triangles? Yeah, they all have triangles. Also representing the power of 3, representing the pyramid. You are wrapped up in a pyramid of light and love, a protector and an intensifier of love. Like a crystal will intensify energy. They're saying, Kimmy, you are now a live crystal. You are a live crystal where you are embodying all of that love and light that you have ever given out, all of the higher selves of everyone, whether they knew it or not, from the human physical limited level, their higher selves are sending out that to you to generate, to hold that light, that crystal for all of humanity, but also be the receiver of it. Not just hold it and emanate it, but to experience it as well on the physical as a human crystal. You're intensifying, but you're also being protected by the power of 3. The power's within me. It's just, there's something in there's something that the priest does at the altar in a Catholic mass, and he says something about the power within me, and it is to do with the Christ, the blessings, I think, of the communion. I haven't been to regular church for a long time, but you know, they have the wafer, which is the communion, which is considered the body of Christ, and then the wine is the blood of Christ. And there's something, the power invested in me, I now bless. Oh, is that blessing man and wife as well? Anyways, the powers within you are being in you. You're being blessed, and you are the blessing. And the powers of me, I now pronounce you man and wife. Maybe you're meeting someone on the physical level as a counterpart, a physical counterpart, Kimmy. But I'm feeling it's the merging of your spirit in the physical. You are the living God, in that you've balanced and merged the opposing forces to be one. When a man and wife come together, that is symbolic of the masculine and the feminine coming together as one power. So what Spirit is saying is, you are that one power. You are that crystal. You are that proclamation, that explanation. You have the explanation for others. It's amazing. It's just amazing. You're master light blaster as a crystal, but something to do with that connection with Jesus as well. I got to find that song. Holy moly. I'll say so, Kimmy. I will say frickin' ass, holy moly. Beautiful. I can't even really, I can't express the energies because they're so big and it's so powerful and it's so meaningful. All right. I'm just going to end it with that and let you absorb it and let you resonate and discern it within your own personal Jesus. And what did Jesus do? Jesus came as a sacrifice to show us the way. So he had to live the human experience, just like you, Kimmy. You had to carry your cross. You had to bleed through your flesh. You had to experience all of the contrasts, the dichotomies, all of the paradoxes, all of it. So you are your own personal Jesus as well. But you came to do what he has done and more, which means to reflect that in your physical world as well. All right, I'm just going to end it with that because that is such an amazing reading. Unless someone made a donation that I don't see, let me know, but I don't think so because there's only 2 of you guys out there. So let's end it with that, guys. Join C. Megan and I in High Vibrational Mastery tonight at 7 Eastern. It's going to be a powerful portal, a powerful opening. Today is February 7th at 7. The sevens representing that connection, divinity, God source energy. And how does that become powerful? Today is the second month, February, the two coming together in unification, just like what everything I just said about your reading, Kimmy. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love. Oh, Christy Burt donated. Holy shit. My eyes were drawn to that. Okay, Christy, so I thought you already went off to a class. Thank you, Kimmy. I was just signing us off. All right, Christy, fine. I thought you said you were leaving to do your human design class, but I guess maybe you were talking about tonight at 6. Okay. All right. Phew! Spirit is like, whoa, sister, hold your horses. There's something else for you to do. Don't you be galloping out of here so fast. It's like they're showing me a cowboy on a horse saying, whoa, whoa, slow down, sister. And they're like shimmying and saying, hold your horses, sister. All right, Christy Burke. All right, that's tonight. All right. So I thought your human design class was right now. All right, Christy Burke, thank you so much for your donation. Bring it in, reel it in. So they're showing me as a cowboy on a horse, but it's also it's not just me. I'm a reflection of your higher self. And they have a lasso. They're lassoing. They're wearing all white. Like, is it the Urban Cowboy where John Travolta is wearing all of that white? So I've got a white, and there's a huge relation. I don't know if you are connected to Eric Medus and, Eric's channelings. But it's kind of like his energy, playing with that energy. And it's all white cowboy hat, white typical cowboy shirt with the little design, but the white snap buttons, white pants, white boots, and I'm even on a white horse. No, they said no, it's a black horse. So that's representing the unification of riding the contrast in life. You riding the darkness, meaning infusing also the light out of it. But anyways, they're showing me the cowboy, and they got you as the human form, and they got this lasso, and they just lassoed you in, Christy, brought you in, and saying, all right, sister, let's see what we got. All right, they're lassoing you in. All right, what's Christy need to hear for today's Power 3 message? Clear as a bell. That first one was a little whatever. What they're saying is, and I don't even know what the human design class is about, but they're saying, Christy, you are your own human design. Whatever that means, and I'm not even sure about what the class is about. Never took in the human design class, but they're like, you got this, girlfriend. You are the human design. So what you're receiving in this class, they're saying, is just activating your own rememberings. Whatever information you are learning, or maybe how to deliver things or to present things, but they're saying, you already got that. You already got that. They're going like this. You already got that. I don't know. You got some energy there in the background. I don't know if it's someone that you connect to, a spirit, but that, like, you already got that. They're really they're sassy. You got a sassy energy on the other side, working with you, playing with you, Christy. You already got that shit. You already got that. All right. You are a master. You're a master teacher. You already have that. So all of these tools and modalities are not giving you anything that you don't have. They're saying it's just activating the remembering and the light within you. They're just that physical marker, not unlike the sun being that physical marker for the sun that lies within us. You hold the power. You are the power. You are the design. You are the creator. You are the living God. Boom. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Because it's power 3, I'm going to do the exact same thing as the power 3. I'm going to read you a quick little, and I know you ordered this book, so this is cool. How it's, when you get the book, read through it, but then like for guidance, as you absorb all of that information and see how it applies to you. And remember that the actual physical experiences that I give doesn't mean that you've experienced that on the physical level. It just means you're experiencing it in your own way at an energetic level. The situation, the experience is different, but the energy is the same. But how I like to use this book, like on my power 3s, I knock on it. I say, all right, what do you have for me today, spirit, higher self, whatever that deity is, that guide, angel that you relate to. To me, it could be Jesus, but mostly it's just me in that higher level that I might not be aware of. That's embodied in me. So, boop, boop, boop. Christy self is coming forth. What paragraph is going to resonate to a situation, circumstance, person, place, or thing that she needs to have brought to her awareness? Christy, pick a page, they're saying. You pick the page. Give me a number, 1 to 112. You pick the page. Allow your higher consciousness to pick the page, and I'll point to the paragraph. Teamwork, they're saying. This is teamwork. Teamwork. It's like 2 kids playing on the playground, creating a game. They said, we're going to make a game of this. Teamwork. You pick the number, I'll pick the paragraph. I don't know. You got some sassy, fun, light energy. I don't know who it is. 7. Page 7. Which there is none. Holy shit, it goes right to 9. What the hell's that all about? Okay. You picked it. It's the page. It's the page of acknowledgments, Christy. Number 7. It's the page of acknowledgments. This is weird. So maybe there's a message here for you. But to me, what they're saying right now, it's about you acknowledging yourself, your self-worth, acknowledging that divinity within you, acknowledging how that is being reflected in your world through your people, friends, music, family, partners, life. And I know you do that. Your beautiful pictures of the sun, and you're acknowledging yourself as a sun goddess. And then your pictures of the moon, you're recognizing the unity that you are with the moon as well. And of course, the moon can't shine without the sun, that reflection. So it's all one in the same. Okay, it's going back to the opposing forces, yin and yang, just like that image they showed, the cowboy, the white cowboy on the black horse. Well, the sun and the moon would seem to be opposing energies, but they are working together as a unit. So all opposing energies that you've ever experienced are helping you to operate as a unit on your soul's journey, on your path. And you are at a place where you are able to recognize this and utilize it in the physical level. So whenever you feel there's a contrast or something that is fighting against something else in your life, they want you to take that breath in, connect to your heart space, connect to that sun that you are, and allow it to illuminate the moon, the illusions, the distortions of what you have come to transmute as a master light blaster. All right, so let's just see what the acknowledgements are. So this is just my acknowledgements for my book, but you can, what are you acknowledging? Write it down today, Tammy. I don't know if the Tammy is watching now or later, but this message could also be for a Tammy. Write down now and later, write down later what you acknowledge in your life to be true. And I wrote, thank you to all my family and all that have crossed my path on the journey of life, especially all of the earth angels that have come to my aid. Thank you, sweetie, for believing in me, what I have to share of myself, and help in making it all possible. And of course, for our little sunshine. That's Jasana, that has shed so much light in our life. Thank you, Mother Mary, for all the beautiful signs of encouragement and reassurance along my path. And thank you, you too, for where the streets have no name. So what it's calling of you is, what is in your heart that brings tears of gratitude and thankfulness? I haven't read that since I wrote the book, so it's just really beautiful. So it's about going deep, deep within and bringing forth that gratitude on the physical level. You know it all in the spirit, but they're wanting you to take some physical action and actually writing down your acknowledgements. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. All right. Let's see what the Mother Earth Heart card is. That was fun. Thank you for picking number 7. I love that. I love that. All right. The cowboy on the horse is saying, all right, enough tears. Make it light. Come on, keep the fun, keep the fun, keep it going, keep it going. So I don't know if that's an energy that you're relating to, but they're like, all right, all right, all right. Don't get too serious. Keep it light, keep it fun, keep it going. Come on. That kind of energy. Come on, keep it. I don't usually feel that energy. Like, usually I am spastic enough without anyone encouraging me to keep it coming. So maybe for you, it's your spirit guide saying to you, Christy, come on, keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going. All right. So the Mother Earth Heart card. This is lots of sacral, lots of solar plexus here. So having that trust and confidence in your own personal power, your own expression of your divinity. You picked the number 7, which is the number of divinity, your own personal Jesus, and that expression in creating something new from the opposing forces that you've experienced in your life, the black, the white, the yin and yang, the male and the female's parts coming together for new creation to create that new birth. When I said there, thank you for that sunshine, my daughter's name was named Dersana, which means daughter of the sun, which was the result of coming together of yin and yang. So you have something that you're creating as a result, a new life coming together to do with your own yin and yang coming together for this new creation. And it's sexual energy, which is procreating, creating something from your own experiences and having the confidence and the power and they're saying you have the wisdom and the knowledge, and as you combine that confidence and that Leo energy, that full moon Leo energy, having the gusto to step into that. What the actual message is, chain reaction. Your energy creates a chain reaction, Christy, interlinking you to all of life. The focus of your energy will show itself in all areas of your reality. You are, Christy, you are all, in caps, you are all the connections in your life. You are all the connections. You're creating it. Your souls come for all of these engagements. You're creating it. You've created this message as well, obviously with that higher self. All right, very beautiful. And these are totally separate, different plants, by the way. It shows how two separate ideas, two separate thought forms, two different things can really come together and come together and form this perfect love, this one love. You know the song One Love by U2, One Love. So this is a different plant, and it merges seamlessly with this little red seaweed. You can't really see the line of demarcation unless you're looking at this, but it goes together perfectly. So it's about bringing together opposing forces in your own life, and they're going to merge seamlessly together. And your moon is Leo. Holy crap. Huge, powerful energy for you. Huge portal. Yeah, it takes a couple weeks, I think, to get the book because it comes straight off the press. And anyone watching now or later who's interested, it is on Amazon, but it's good if you go to the direct Ex Libris site. I don't know. It's like I got to find and republish it or revamp it or whatever, because I basically make nothing, but it's good message to get out. So I might maybe make $1 extra if you go straight through Ex Libris, but it's more about the message for me and just getting information out there, and then maybe it will get known and take off. My fight for unification. Yes, my fight for unification. Me being a Gemini, Sun Gemini, holy crap. So much integrating, so much catalyzing. And I guess that which creates that fire in me, because if you get these two opposing forces, they're like two sticks, but they hit together and they create fire. So that's where that fire comes out of me. Oh my God. So, oh, okay. This isn't the same one. 44, integration, son of a bee. Isn't that what I just said? Integration. So you are integrating opposing forces as the building blocks to create this new foundation, to create this new creation, to create this way of being, but the expression of the way, your way of being. You're embodying the integration. Hence, you're creating from that new foundation and platform. So all of your corner posts are coming from the unification of the illusion of separation. So you're not separate from your own quote unquote personal Jesus. You're not separate from God. Your physical isn't separate from spiritual. It is all one. And so that is the platform, the cornerstones of everything that you are creating from and expressing on this timeline now with, and you can say, well, I already was doing that. I already know that, but with extra confidence of this Leo, the moon in Leo, that confidence. So some people can take Leo, and if it's operating in an unbalanced way, Leo can be seem egotistical, better than all, I'm good, look at me, blah, blah, blah. But you're to take it in that positive aspect and saying, yeah, you damn well I am shining. I am a shining star. I have come to embody my God source energy in this lifetime and create from it. That's I'm not better than anyone else, but you know what? I'm going to claim my power. The only way that makes me stand out over someone else is I claim it. I own it. I express it. We all have that, but not all of us have come at this soul's journey to be that in an expressive, conscious way. Christy, you have come to be that in a conscious, expressive way. Codes. Oh, this even looks like when you took pictures of the moon and when you take pictures of the sun, you've got all of these portals and codes and geometric shapes activating and opening you up. You are coming to full remembering all of these little diamonds and activations and connections, leading you ultimately to freedom, true freedom of expression in the physical, represented by these wings of light, going within, connecting to that divinity. You pick the number 7. Well, if you had to put a number 7, you put a nice big 7 on this chest here. Have you thought of putting a 7 tattoo? I don't know why they're mentioning that. I don't know if you've thought of tattooing your body with that expression in the physical in some way, shape, or form of whatever that symbol is for divinity for you. God, goddess, light, sun, goddess of the sun, something to do with a tattoo. I don't know if you've done one or want to do one, but if you haven't and that comes to mind, they're saying, yeah, do that, do that. It's like just a little marker of remembering. So I like to, like my sun and my anchor is a physical visual for me to just know that is my purpose. I've come to anchor the light. I've come to anchor the sun in my physical reality. So it's fun to play with that stuff, or a picture or a painting or some visual thing, creating something on the outside as that visual remembering or subliminal connection to help you anchor that energy more and more and more. I combine my body, my mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. So that's what you're doing. You're lifting yourself to the frequency, the dimension, the reality, the timeline that matches all that you are embodying and integrating now. This is so beautiful. And you just made a donation for a Power of 3 reading. That is the physical representation even of what you're doing as as a God source energy. You are anchoring that power of 3, the mind, the body, and spirit. You just took action and received the physical reflection of that, even through this message. This is like the physicality showing you, the synchronicities in life where you're like, oh, yeah, I was just thinking about that, and that number or that page or that person, whatever pops in. No, that is the physical manifestation of your energy. When you look at the sun in those moon pictures, Christy, that is the physical manifestation of your energy that you're receiving. It's not just activating you, it's showing you what you are. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful reading, Christy. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you for that energy coursing through my veins. Oh, I need to update the eye on my left shoulder. I think I will add to that now. Yeah, there was something about tattoo. Yeah, adding to that. Yeah. And even as I'm reading that comment, my body gets all vibrating. So yeah, they're encouraging you to do that, to create. And you did get that kind of creation card there, and creation can flow into all avenues. Your creation and what you're creating can show in a new pair of pants you buy, or a tattoo you do, or this new platform you create, or this new modality. So it bleeds into all creative venues and rays, like the rays of the sun. It's creating in all your rays, all your pathways that you've come to experience. So yeah, from the littlest to the biggest. No, your energy. So Christy just says, your energy is such a blessing. Thank you. I am reflecting that energy that you are, but you are more. So very beautiful. And you guys, I take your lights and all of your master light blasting, when you guys come on here, I am truly honored because I know that I am reflecting in the physical world aspects of myself, pieces of myself to be integrated, to be illuminated, to be to shine. So thank you so much. All right. So if nobody else, I love you guys. I love you too. If nobody else has made a donation, if you have made one, let me know now. All right. So that cowboy on the horse has pulled back the reins. It's pulled back now and said, all right, it's pulling back now. All right. Nobody else, eh? Absolutely. It's an epiphany cone to fruition. Oh my God, I love that. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah. Have fun, Christy. Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard. But if you're working hard in it and you're playing hard, that's good. Play hard. Play hard. Play as hard as you work hard. Yeah, my fight for unification. You gotta fight. Okay, so now that song is it Twisted Sister? You gotta fight for your right to party. I think it's Twisted Sister. I'm not sure. So you gotta fight for your right to party. Oh my God. So the music comes through all the time now, man. It's unbelievable. Well, it did before, but maternal great Graham. Oh, yeah, sassy as hell. Little sassy mofo, but a very endearing way. All right, guys. Oh my God. Your grandmother called you their sunshine. Oh my God. That is amazing. This goes back to the beginning message of how, if you didn't watch the beginning, I referred to the collective reading, and it talked about you don't know how spirit is going to surprise you and sync you. So your grandmother got through to you on the acknowledgement of this book as you as their sunshine as well. Unbelievable. And you just demonstrated how my personal experience to me will resonate to you and everybody else out there watching in their own personal way. Spirit knows no boundaries. It bleeds and merges into everything in your reality. Unbelievable. Wow. So maybe you said 7, but then you changed it to 11. I don't know, but that 7 page was meant for you. Son of a bee. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. All right. Oh, you've been waiting on her. Oh my God, that is amazing. That really activates me, Christy. Like an amazement, like surprise, like awe and wonder of how powerful and slippery spirit can be, how it just slips into sentences and paragraphs or pictures or sounds and everything. So thank you. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.